My name is Madison Barra, and I'm going to share some weight loss tips and tricks with you today. And today in particular, I want to share a little trick that has really been helping me lately and the ladies in my community fight in the heat of the moment. Win the battle in the heat of the moment when you are the weakest, when your willpower is being challenged, when that devil and angel are kind of battling on your shoulder, right? So go back to the last time this happened. Picture it. Picture how it all played out. So let's say maybe you got home from a long day at work and there's cookies on the kitchen counter, and they look beautiful and they're the perfect combination of crunchy and soft. And you're staring at these cookies and then your mind starts racing, right? You don't need it, but I want it. But you don't need it, but it would taste so good right now. Just one bite. Oh, but you don't need it. Oh, well, I already had one bite. Might as well finish the cookie. One isn't too bad. Two won't hurt. Oh, well, I had two. Maybe I'll have three. Oh, I'll start fresh tomorrow. You know, that battle back and forth. Or maybe it's with exercise, right? Okay, just got home, ready to work out. I should really put on my gym clothes right now. Oh, but my feet are sore. Let me just sit down for 5 minutes. Oh, my favorite show is on. I'm going to work out after the show. Oh, I got to make dinner. I'll work out after dinner. Oh, you know what? It's too late. I need to go to bed early. I'll just work harder tomorrow. Right? You know those battles of the heat of the moment where you're your weakest, where your mind is against you, where your willpower battery is at like 0 and you've got no motivation to follow through on the things you know that you should. Well, this is a tip for those very moments. So what I need you to do, okay, what I need you to do right now is I need you to think about what your goal is, okay? Say it out loud. Say it out loud. I want to blank. I need to blank. My goal is blank. Say it out loud, right? Too often as women do we keep things up here. When we keep things up here, they circulate and they circulate all over the place. It's very unclear. There's very few clear cut paths and it gets jumbled up. And then we get overwhelmed, we get anxious, we think things take more time than they actually do. We think things are more complicated than they are because we've got this maze going on in our head. So, first step, say what your goal is right now. I want to blank, I need to blank, my goal is blank, okay? Now, once you've stated that out loud, okay, you can whisper it to yourself if you don't want to look crazy. And then I want you to say, why do I need to reach that? Why do I need to reach blank? Ask yourself, why? Why is this important? If you don't know, you got some serious thinking to do because there has to be a powerful why. Otherwise, there's going to be no strong connection to actually follow through to that goal. And no wonder you haven't been able to reach it because there's no strong why that's propelling you with purpose. It's just, yeah, I'd like to reach that goal. If I don't, but it'd be awesome if I did. Not good enough. So what is your why? Why do you have to reach blank? Now, the next step that a lot of people skip this. A lot of people never ever venture here. I need you to say, what happens if I don't reach that goal? What happens if I don't reach that goal? What happens? Ask yourself. And don't be vague. Don't be superficial, surface level. Get deep. What is the goal? Why do you need to reach that goal? Why is it so important? And what happens if you don't reach that goal? Get very deep. Go down the rabbit hole of who you become, of what your life turns into, of what you lose if you don't achieve this goal of losing the weight, of getting healthy, of being your best self, of showing up for your family, being a good example for your family, being more energetic, X, Y, and Z. Where does it go? Because if you go down that rabbit hole, let's see, you're going to be unhappy. If you're unhappy, you're going to be moody. You're going to be irritable. You're going to be resentful. Maybe that leads to divorce. Maybe that leads to strained marriage. Maybe that leads to, a strained relationship with your kids where they resent you, where you're really moody and impatient with them. Maybe it leads to you not climbing the ladder at work because you're not showing up as your best self. You can't focus. You don't have the energy. You don't have the drive to push yourself to want to get that promotion. Maybe you have to go buy extra large clothes now. Maybe you have to go buy a size up, which you've been avoiding for so long, and then you finally end up having to buy a whole new wardrobe that's extra large, extra large, extra large, whatever that is. What does it look like? What does your future exactly look like if you don't do this? That is what is on the line. Now this is a little bit more serious. Now you have a little bit more ammo to kind of push you and fuel you to make the right decisions. Now, taking this information, how do you use it in the moment, in the heat of the moment, during those internal struggles and battles when we don't have willpower, but we need it the most, because those are the moments that will either propel us forward or keep us stuck. Those very moments are the defining moments of whether or not we're successful, because it does not matter what you do when life is easy, convenient. It does not matter. Anybody can be healthy when it's easy to be healthy. Anybody can be healthy when it's convenient to be healthy, when their life doesn't have too much going on. It is in the moments that it is tough that defines you and cements your success or your constant failures. So, if we know that, how can we better protect ourselves? So what I need you to do, and this is a tip that I have been using a lot, that my husband uses a lot, and all my ladies in my community are using a lot recently, and it is build out a saying. Build out a saying. So it is either blank or blank. You choose. And that is what I say to myself. So I say either blank or blank. You choose. So that one blank is either my goal or that horrible life that your life will turn into if you don't reach your goal. You choose. So you write down this sentence of option A or option B. And then you ask yourself that out loud in the moment when you're struggling. It is a very objective, logical, true, factual question. There's no room for interpretation, for subjective views of it, for your own opinions. It's a very point-blank statement. Either, let's say you want to be 120 pounds. Either you reach 120 pounds or you get a divorce. That's an extreme version, but you have to be extreme, right? Either you you eat healthy or you get fired. Do you know what I'm saying? Sounds pretty extreme, but in the moment, those are the things that are going to push you. In the moment, you're in extreme distress. In the moment, you're in an extreme battle. You just can't win it. So fight extreme with the extreme. But instead of extreme emotional, fight it with extreme logic. The extreme logic is a factual statement that brings up extreme emotion on the other side. So now you're balancing equally, which then lowers the playing field. And now you can make a decision on that. And then you say, you choose. So I would say, either reach that 120 or be miserable and your family will hate you forever. You choose, right? Something like that. It has to make sense for you. It has to have that deeper meaning for you. So choose. You write out that sentence, you keep it in your back pocket, and you pull it out when that internal battle is happening. It takes very little effort. It takes a couple seconds to say out loud. And then all you have to do is say, you choose at the end, meaning you make your choice, and then you choose which one. Is it the A or the B in that moment? And you're normally going to choose the A because you've just laid out the B, and you've reminded yourself that B is miserable, and we don't want that. And that is what is on the line and at stake right now. So, write down your sentence, go through that series of events, and keep that in your back pocket for when you need it most. And this is even something that you can use before you get in the battle. You can say it in the car before you go into your house at the end of the day, right? Before you know that there's normally a battle, an internal battle that's going to take place, right? So you can use it kind of periodically throughout the day to make sure it is on the top of your mind and you have that deeper why and reminder of what is on the line and what is at stake here. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you used that trick. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that bell notification button, and even you can visit fitqueen.com if you want to learn more about the Fit Queen way of weight loss. Thank you so much for joining me for another video.